Hello there, thank you for stopping by. I've got my daughter Taleah out here with me today. We're going to cover a few different things, but first we're going to cover how do you teach someone to shoot a handgun who hasn't really ever shot a handgun. It's been a long time. When was the last time you shot a handgun?
It's like 5-6 years ago.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go through this today. Taleah's getting a little bit. She's going off to college, and she's a little bit concerned about self-defense and some of those things. And she also just doesn't want to look like an idiot if she goes out shooting with her friends. She wants to be all timid and stuff, and then a boy takes her shooting, and she's like knows her stuff. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah. That's how you win, guys. Okay. So today we're just gonna cover basics on how to hold a gun, how to shoot a gun, and get her comfortable with that. Right now we've got targets set up at about 15 yards, and we're just gonna get her going with the perfect beginner pistol. This is my trusty old that I've had for decades. This is my little Ruger 22. So we're gonna start there. Shooter, make ready. Are you ready? Stand by. There. All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. First of all, I've got the magazine in it, but it's not loaded. We're going to start this over like that. Okay, you're totally empty.
Okay.
What we're going to do is just talk about how you hold it. So the first thing you want is your hands in a good spot. Why don't you put your hand up where it feels natural, your other one. Okay, this is what almost everybody does. Almost every female that you take out shooting especially is going to put this thumb across the back here. This is the number one thing that happens every time. Okay, so you don't want your thumb to be back here, not this thumb, because eventually, like this one's not going to be a big deal, but the guns are going to have the slides going to come back like this,
right? And
it'll catch you, and it won't. You can put your hand here and it'll stop. It's never going to like hurt you that bad, but as it comes past, it can cut you.
Okay.
Okay. So this thumb comes forward like this.
Okay.
Okay. Now, I'm going to teach you the most comfortable way to hold it, and then we'll see what's comfortable for you as we go from here. Let this thumb go. Put this hand in here like this. Put this one on top, and you want these hands as high as you can get them. There we go. Okay. That looks pretty good for right now. Okay. Do you know how to aim it?
Just look at the dot.
Yep, and it goes in that notch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I'm just going to shoot the steel target there on the left. Okay.
On the left?
Yep. Okay. Let me load it for you.
Okay.
Got it. Almost stuck in there. Okay. You're gonna take it in this hand. You're gonna grab this piece. You're gonna pull back, and you're gonna let it go, and that'll load the gun, and you'll be ready to rock.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. Pull back. Let it go. Okay. Remember where your thumbs go. Swap those thumbs. There you go, like that. Good. I can live with that. Shoot that metal target.
Good.
You hit the first time. Yeah. Will it shoot again? No, just let it go.
Oh.
It should just continue to shoot. This is semi-automatic. So. Perfect. Okay, perfect. Good. Stop for just a second. I'm going to put the safety on. Okay. Okay. Still a live gun, so I want to keep it downrange for a second. We're just going to talk. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what I see happening a little bit is as you shoot, you're flinching just a little bit before you pull the trigger.
Okay.
And it's very normal. Okay. But what you want to do is you want to be able to pull that trigger and the gun never move. You don't initiate any movement at all. Okay. And you want to see those sights. You just want to pull that trigger, and you never want the gun to move. Okay. So that's and then what I would say is, see how high my hand is up on the gun here? How it's kind of pushing my hand down a little bit. You want as high as you can. And then this hand, I'm gonna have you take this part of your hand and push it into the gun like that.
Yeah.
So that you've got a little bit of grip on the gun, and then you're squeezing here on your hand.
Okay.
Okay? All right, let's try it again. Your safety's on for right now. Yep, that looks good. Good, now you're gonna squeeze this hand here. Not as much squeezing with this hand, more with this hand.
Okay.
Okay? That way you can pull the trigger and it's smooth.
Mm-hmm.
Keep your thumb up a little bit so it doesn't interfere with the trigger. There you go. Okay? Let me show you where the safety is. On this gun, it's under here. There's a safety right there. See that?
Yeah.
You're gonna flip that down. There you go. And you're ready to go. Okay, now focus on just your trigger finger moving. That's it. Good. Good. Okay, one more thing we're going to work on.
Okay.
Okay, right now, again, take your finger off the trigger, put it up on the side of the gun. Okay, good. Now, I want you to keep the gun where it is, but look at what I'm doing. See how I'm kind of leaned back like this?
Yeah.
This is you right now.
Okay.
Okay. So you want to be in on it. Now, you don't have to lean over like you're about to tackle a lineman, okay?
Right.
But I want you to take a tiny step forward with your left foot. Your left foot, there you go, like that. Like, just so that you mean it.
Yeah.
And you don't look like you're afraid of the gun. You look like you know what you're doing and you control the gun. Okay? So lean forward just a touch more. Now shoot. Feel more stable?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Empty. And you're good. Nope, just let go. You're good. All set. Okay, gun's empty.
Oh.
Good job. Not a single miss. Okay. Very simple. Got her very confident with a 22. She's not scared of recoil, nothing crazy. Comfortable shooting it? Yeah? Any questions?
No.
Pretty straightforward. Okay, we're going to bump up to a 9mm. Stay right there. Okay, we're back. What we're going to do now, this is my Glock 45 with the Radian Ramjet and the Afterburner on it. So what we're going to have Taleah do, she's going to shoot the 19X stock. She's going to see how that feels, and then we're going to see if she notices any difference here with the Ramjet on there. Okay, I mentioned this to Taleah out on the range, but apparently I didn't hit record, so we lost this footage. I do think it's worth pointing out that the 19X that Taleah is shooting does have the Olight Valkarie Mini 2 on there. Now, that's not a very heavy light. It's a light, but this gun should recoil slightly better than a stock Glock 19X. It should have a little advantage. So keep that in mind as we do this comparison. Load that one up. Good? Excellent. Okay. Just do like 1 or 2 rounds at first.
Oh, sorry, there's a bug.
Hold on. That's amazing. All right. Good. Now, okay. Now I want you to go 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
1. Okay. 2 out of 3. Go ahead. Now I want you to. The rest of it, I want you to shoot as fast as you're comfortable shooting this gun, and try and hit the target every time. Still.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to ask a question.
Okay.
What, on that last round, seemed like it took a little longer than the others. What was happening? Did you?
I just couldn't see where it was lining up.
Couldn't see the dot?
Yeah.
Okay, the dot kind of disappeared on you?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what looked like happened, but we're going to talk about that here in a minute. Okay. This is my Glock 45, which is exactly the same gun but black, with the Radian Ramjet on there. Okay. Okay, again, lean forward a little. Now, get this hand up where you've had it on the other one. There you are. Now, 1 round first, and I want to get your reaction.
I feel like there was less, like, bounce.
Less flip?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. 3, we're going to do the 3 thing. Shoot 1 more time, and then we'll do the 3 thing again. Okay, now 1, 2, 3. Good, okay.
Missed.
You missed 1, you're all right. Okay, now again, as fast as you're comfortable hitting that target. Let's see what happens. Okay, how did that feel?
I feel like it didn't, I didn't feel like it was just gonna, like, twist my arm another direction.
Okay, so you felt less. A lot of guys will say snappy. Felt less snappy on you. Okay. Talk to me about like that dot disappearing on you, like it did on here.
Yeah.
When you shot and you had trouble finding it, did you feel like that happened here?
No, not as much.
Not as much. And the interesting thing is, this is a much bigger window, so it's a lot less likely to lose the dot in this one. This is a really tiny carry. This is my everyday carry, so that's the issue there. So, okay. So if I was to say, okay, Taleah, you get to shoot one of these guns, and you gotta do 100 shots in one of these guns, which one would you pick?
That one for sure.
That one for sure, without hesitation.
Yeah.
Okay. Now just tell me why.
Well, first thing was that I felt like when I was shooting that gun, every time I shot, it was like my arm was kind of going this way.
Okay.
And with that gun, like, there was still, like...
Still recoils, for
yeah,
sure. Yep, you're
but,
still
like,
shooting a gun.
I still felt like my arm was, like, where it should be.
Felt like you had more control.
Yeah.
Is that okay way to say that?
Mm-hmm,
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I felt like I had better aim with this one.
Yeah.
Like, with that gun, because it was, like, moving my arm so much, I didn't feel like I feel like I had to realign it every single time I shot.
Okay. Now, this one's louder for sure, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did that bother you all that much?
No, not really.
So the flip of the gun and feeling like you have less control is more uncomfortable than the extra sound from the...
Yeah, I would say.
Okay. All right. So there you go. If in my opinion, when I take a lot of people shooting that have never been shooting before, in my work and some places that I interact with people, I end up bringing people out and taking them shooting for the first time. A lot of people from Europe and Australia, those kind of places, where they've never had their hands on a handgun before. And I have found that if I hand them one, even though it's louder, and sometimes that's something, as long as you give them good ear protection and you hand them a gun with a compensator like this on it, they are much more comfortable firing this gun than they are one without. So I'm a big advocate for having a good compensator on a handgun if you're trying to get somebody comfortable shooting. And if you're going to hand a defensive handgun to your daughter or your wife, having a compensator on there will make them more likely to want to practice with the gun, more likely to shoot that gun more often, and they'll feel more confident and competent when they pick that gun up, and if they ever have to use it, God forbid, in self-defense, and they'll get more shots on target. So there you go. There's my take. That seem like a fair take?
Yeah.
All right. Guys, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you swinging in. Obviously, this is a little bit different than my typical competitive shooting stuff, but a lot of the way to hold a gun, I changed and learned that from my competitive shooting experience. I changed how I showed people to hold a gun because I realized there's a way to make it more comfortable, to make the recoil feel like it's a whole lot less and get you back on target quicker. So those kind of adjustments and the things that I learned in competitive shooting have helped me to help new shooters more and have made me a better shooter overall. So again, thanks for stopping by. Like, subscribe, comment, tell me what I could have done better. Tell us, anything that you would change. What are some recommendations you would make for a new shooter? Look forward to seeing that in the comments, and we'll see you guys out on the range.